All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Pizzello fire pit table has arrived. It is packaged up really nicely here. So we're going to go ahead and piece this together, and we're going to go ahead and show you how to connect it, build it up, enjoy it. So make sure you watch the whole video through. Now, before we do get started, top link in the description box below will be this exact same fire pit table. This is in the brown color. They also make it in a black color if that suits your needs a little bit better. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this on out of here and start piecing it together so we can enjoy it, because it is currently 31 degrees outside right now. Now, right on the top, you did notice that black cover. That cover I have right over here, drawstring right here. Nice little cover for it. We'll show you that on the fire pit table when it is assembled. You do have your instruction manual right here. And let's go ahead and remove the styrofoam and we'll get the pieces out. Alrighty, I have it upside down, but I just want to show you a couple tips here. Everything is in the instruction manual here, but you're just going to be putting the pieces of the actual fire pit table together. There's 4 pieces. There's the F piece, the E piece. You have 2 F pieces, and then your G piece. Your G piece is the one with the door. Inside, you're going to have little bolts and washers with a provided Allen wrench, and you're going to put in 2 on each side, here and here, here and down here. But you don't want to tighten them up all the way until all the pieces are together, just so you have a little bit of wiggle room to be able to fit it all together really nicely. Again, flip it upside down to get to these bottom ones when you get to that point. Alrighty, so the next step here is we mounted on 4 brackets on the very top when it was flipped over on this side here. Again, there's 4 of these small brackets. Then you lay over part number A, and you make sure that the G panel right here is over the top of your control panel right here. And then what happens is your brackets, then you use bolts, I'm going to call them, with washers. And there's 4 of them, 4 brackets, 4 bolts. Those are tightened down all the way. Again, your igniter and propane on switch is going to go around the little notch right here. And then what we're going to do after that is we're going to grab this little bottom bracket right here, and we're going to line those holes up appropriately right here. And we're going to go ahead and bolt that in. Notice how your foot pegs, I'm going to call them, are down here at the bottom. Now, small correction on their directions. Their directions are stating to use the K bolt, which is actually the medium bolt, but the medium bolt is just a little typo. You want to use the longest one, which is the L, for this particular application, going all the way through into the screw threads right here. Then the next step, we'll use the medium bolts for attaching the cross bracket. Alrighty, the bottom bracket is on, and this is what holds the propane tank right here. And then this is your little screw area right here to connect into the propane tank so it doesn't wobble around down at the bottom there. Looking absolutely fantastic. Make sure you tighten up all your nuts and bolts. Now, if you did leave the other ones inside for a little bit of wiggle room, which I highly do recommend, then go ahead and get on in there and go ahead and tighten those up. Also making sure the foot pegs are nice and tight as well. Let's flip this on over. Now we have it flipped over here, and I do want to show you the beautiful little door here. So it already, again, has the little knob on it, and then you have your magnetic latch right here. So that's what holds the door closed right on this little metal piece right there. So go ahead and latches shut there. Very nice wicker, brown wicker as well, no matter what color you do get, the black or the brown. The quality, I really, really like that. That is very solid and nice. All right, coming down here now is our propane attachment right here that screws on to our propane tank. Coming up here is our on and off, and you push in and turn it on low while hitting your igniter button here. Now, the igniter does need to take, I believe that's a AA battery or AAA battery. I'll let you know about that when I put one in. And that just unscrews to slip that on in. And then go ahead and disperse your rocks evenly inside right here. And then we'll go ahead and put the cover plate on top of it. And those foot pegs are adjustable just a little bit. If for some reason that your concrete or your ground is not completely flat, you can adjust those a little bit so it doesn't wobble on you there. And we put in our rocks, but we do need to evenly distribute them like that there, looking absolutely fantastic. You don't want to block your fire ring, I'm going to call it. This is where the fire is going to come out of, these little holes right here. And that's looking absolutely fantastic there. Let's go ahead and grab our cover here. And what is really nice about that is you do have the nice table where you can set your coffee, your s'mores fixings, all that good stuff. And of course, we're going to get some better shots outside of usage, but I do have the cover on right now. And what I do like about this, I have another fire pit where this sits inside of this, so it's like flush. Only problem is I can't get my finger in there to get it. This one is right here. Pull it up. There's my rocks right there. And when you're done, you go ahead and put that cover back on. Absolutely looking beautiful here. I'm not sure if the camera's picking that up, but it is a slight bow on each side. So it's narrow up top and then goes down in a cone shape, but it flares out. Again, the camera is not doing it complete justice. Let me back it up and see if backing it up, you can see the cone shape a little bit better coming down here and here. That looks really sharp. And for tools, I have one small nut left over. So they do give you an extra one, at least in my package. All right, currently nighttime. We're gonna bring this out of my shop where I've been putting it together, and we are gonna enjoy this. But before we do enjoy it, let me show you this nice cover. This cover is really nice. It's a nice thicker cover than other fire pit companies give you. The other companies they give you, it's just so chintzy, the wind's gonna whip it and bust this one. This one actually has some thickness to it, which is really nice. And it goes all the way down, and there is a drawstring down at the bottom. Right here, as we can see, where you can tighten that up for wind. I get strong winds out here. Before I walked into my shop, we were looking at about anywhere from about 11 to 20 mile an hour winds. I think they've died down since I've been putting this together inside the shop, which it did not take me very long at all to put this together. So for the snow factor, I really like this cover. I can literally just dust it off, but obviously make sure that your fire pit is cooled down the top of it before you do put on your cover. But I'm definitely glad they gave you that with the fire pit table. All right, and when you are ready to go ahead and hook up your propane connector right here, making sure that's nice and tight to the on position for your propane tank. Close the latch. And again, for the lighter, it's gonna be a AAA battery, and you wanna put the positive side towards the button just like this here. And that's putting off a beautiful flame. Oh, that is absolutely fantastic. Let's go down below here. So again, you have your lighting, you push in and down as you light it, and it will fire up, and then you have low to high. Let's go ahead and kick that up a little bit. And that, I don't know if you necessarily need it that high, but that is very nice. That's like maybe 1.5 feet, and that is absolutely stunning. And it's a perfect time to be testing this. There's absolutely no wind. It's a very beautiful evening here out on the ranch. And that again is the highest setting. And let's go ahead and come back down. I would probably most likely have it like in the middle area here for a nice ambiance. And I think we're actually about 18 degrees outside right now. Don't quote me on that one, about 18 to 22 degrees. You definitely can see my breath coming off maybe through the camera lens as it's going this direction here. But first initial impressions, very nice. Let's get a little closer here. As you can see, the flame is coming out over those little holes there and going all the way around the ring. Absolutely stunning. Okay, so now with this type of a table, you don't want a patio chair unless for some oddball reason you want to sit down a little bit lower. So let me show you these options here. So this might be a little bit too low for you. See, the table is up here and the chair is down here. So you want some nice stools. So let me grab a few options for you and we'll go ahead and take a look at that. Now, correction, it's actually 14.5 degrees outside right now, but of course you wouldn't know that because you're nice and toasty right here. Now, for the viewer, I am standing a little bit more raised. I think it's on even ground, but I do have boots on right now, so we're looking at probably about 5'9.5" height-wise. Let me stand up straight. So for me, even if you are like upwards of like 6 foot or plus, if you're a really tall person, this would be a great table for, let's say, picking up these for a wedding ceremony or something like that, and you can keep warm. Again, it's 14.5 degrees outside. I have breath that you can absolutely see, at least I can see it. But if you're standing next to this table and it's an outdoor reception, people are going to be nice and toasty, and I would prefer these where you could put a glass down, hot chocolate, coffee, etc. You could put it on, because this thing has been on for a while and I'm literally touching the table and it's not hot at all. The table is actually cold, meaning that it's not transferring the heat over here. Now, it would warm up, obviously, if the wind's taking it a little bit over this way, it would probably warm it up a little bit, but you could have a drink on here, you could have your coffee, and there's enough room for that. Or if you did have like an appetizer or something like that, you might want to watch your napkin, but you could have that on the edge of the table, stand here like this if you didn't have the stool seat option, especially for a ceremony, an event, etc. Now, the reason why this might be a little bit chillier, obviously, is the flame is right here, and this is obviously metal in 14.5-degree weather. But my hands would normally be very cold, but since I'm right in front of the flame, it's absolutely lovely. Let's get you a better shot of that as you warm your hands, roast marshmallows, get some s'mores going. And what I'm going to do for tomorrow is I'm going to have a nice little devotion time out here. It's going to be a lovely day, a high of 46 degrees here. And I'm going to have my Yeti coffee, and I'm going to get out here and light this fire pit table and look at the beautiful, beautiful view. Let me bring some stools over. It is getting a little bit more darker right now, but I just wanted to give you a beautiful kind of an ambient twilight shot. We'll get a night shot and of course a daytime shot with different stool height options. Absolutely gorgeous in this time of evening with the glow of the fire. And this is the beautiful view that I'm going to have tomorrow. As you can see here, I have my umbrellas. I got my one umbrella right up here and the fire pit right here. Very lovely setting with the snow around. Okay, I need to put my hands back on this fire. You better believe it. Just bringing the stools from my shop. My hands are cold. Now they're going to be nice and toasty. So I'll get a better shot during the daytime, but this is a nice height of a stool. Again, I'm right at it here. Stomach level right here, where you would probably want your keyboard in the level of your arms right here. And then I have another wooden stool option here, but as you can see, it's getting a little bit late, but very peaceful with the fire right here. Absolutely fantastic. And I think I might have to change over my propane tank. It felt a little bit light, and that just means that it was on the tail end of it. So I'll get a fresh propane tank for the nighttime shot because I have another fire pit that I was using that propane tank with. But let's go ahead and switch those over. And again, my hand feels really good. I should have used that actually last night working on my van. My fingers were freezing last night. I'll tell you what, isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty, folks? Switched over my tank to about a tank that's about 75%. It was in a different location, and we got a nice flame going right here. It's probably dropped down to about 13 degrees now. And that is beautiful. Up here on the top of your screen here, you can see probably a little bit of my umbrella coming down. And here's my pup. I don't know if you can see her in the shot, but she's down right here. And again, I'm on my really nice, comfortable stool. I'll show you tomorrow with a nice vegan leather back to it, vegan leather cushioned seat. I do have a couple other options, but I think this is my favorite one. I have a set of 2 of these. And the company actually does sell perfect stool height for this fire table pit. I'll try to link in the description box below as well. But I'm going to go ahead and warm up my hands a little bit and then enjoy this ambiance. As you can see, my little tree over here, it's definitely not Christmas time, but I still have my solar lights on that little tree. It just kind of gives a really nice, comfy feeling to the warmth, as there, of course, is snow around. And that's a really nice flame. It really is. Warm your hands up really nicely here. Grab yourself your s'mores, your cup of tea, and not to mention, it definitely, especially if you're wanting to enjoy it really quickly, fire pit tables are the best because it does take a while for a natural fire to get started. And so I literally can flip this on in seconds and start enjoying warmth, where a natural fire, wood fire, definitely takes some effort and time. Both are beautiful, but in a quick pinch, this is definitely the winner. All right, keep watching, because obviously tomorrow, not right now, tomorrow will be some beautiful daytime shots for you to enjoy. And of course, shutting it down for the evening here, we're going to go ahead and crank that off, push in, and go to the off position. And of course, the flame will die down. And then go ahead and put back your cover plate. Keep it protected just in case it does snow this evening. Absolutely stunning. Got my coffee out here. I'm underneath the umbrella. I actually don't really need this jacket on. It's about 42 degrees right now. Some of you might think that's chilly, but when the sun is directly above, shining down, I have my umbrella up. Absolutely fantastic. Not to mention, this stool is a lot nicer than my cold metal iron chair that I typically use. Do like sitting up a little bit higher with the fire pit table. That is very, very nice. A higher dining room chair over
here on this side right here. And then we have like a wooden stool that is adjustable right across from me right here. I got my devotions out, got my Bible and my journal. If you're going to be setting that on the fire pit table, you know, you might want to knock that down or watch. If there is a little bit of a breeze, the flame does come instead of, you know, obviously just going straight up. So be careful of like paper materials, but I got my coffee, my oatmeal right here, getting into a really nice time. Typically, I look this direction towards the mountains, but since I'm filming this, that's a vibe, folks. That is a vibe. Let me quickly show you the difference with this is not your typical dining room chair. This is a higher seat than a dining room chair because the table is higher up than your typical table. So this is a little bit higher of a chair. But as you can see here now, I went from like stomach level. Now I'm down to chest level. So that's an option if you don't want to get too high of a stool. And then moving over here to this one. This one's going to be pretty much the same size. It's just going to be a little bit smaller and wooden, you know, obviously not as comfortable. If I were you, I would go with vegan leather stool, a really nice one. Also, again, the company does sell a couple stools that are perfect for this fire pit table. Let me move the umbrella out of the way for just a second here, and we'll get some nice sunshine shots of the table. Keep me in the shade. If you can see the table a little bit better there in the sunlight.
And remember, don't forget about your cover, but wait till it does cool down, even in the chillier weather. The top was a little bit hot right after I turned it off, so make sure it cools down, and then put on your cover, your protective cover, and then go ahead and pull your drawstring, especially if it does get a little bit windy. It is absolutely stunning out here right now. Barely any wind, maybe half a mile an hour wind. And so this isn't flipping and flopping, but I would tie that drawstring down just in case it's, you know, flapping around a little bit. But again, as you can see here with the two stools, absolutely stunning, beautiful, beautiful, stunning. We got ourselves a little sunset later in the day currently right now. And overall, this is an absolutely fantastic fire pit table. Well, folks, thank you so much for watching the video. Again, top link in the description box below will be this exact same fire pit table where you guys can read more about it and pick it up yourself. But just like all my videos, please don't go into debt for anything I am making a video about. But if it does intrigue you and you do have the cash, go ahead and purchase on away. I want to thank you for your time. Hit that subscribe button and thumbs that video up on your way out. And my name's Chris, and I will see you on the next video. Take care for now. Bye-bye.